Hey everybody, I am back with another speed build for The Sims 4. So as you can see, I am messing with the terrain tools. So The Sims 4 as a whole is generally pretty flat, and I don't know if anybody remembers in The Sims 2 it was not this way. There were definitely lots that had most of the time horrible terrain issues going on. And you'd have to flatten a lot and then do it yourself if you wanted any terrain elements going on. And so I kind of wanted to bring that into The Sims 4 a little bit. And my idea with this was to make a house with a basement mother-in-law suite. So essentially you can rent that out to family or to realistically a stranger if you wanted to, I guess. Even though that seems pretty dangerous. But it's The Sims 4, so, you know. And I wanted to make it like private access from the bottom and being able to actually go down to the bottom and also access from the top, like the main house. So I thought it was a pretty neat idea and I wanted to make it work. So I did bring a sim here and play test it. You'll see it a little bit later in the video. Also, I've tried recording this like a bunch of times, so hopefully this time it'll work. I'm getting very frustrated. So I ended up with 3 rooms on this main level, and then just 1 bedroom for the mother-in-law suite. I mean, it was pretty small, so... And I did try to do the staircase. I decided against it because I couldn't really find a good spot for it, and it just wasn't really working out, as you can see. So I just scrapped the idea, and I thought the story for this could be that this family owned this home and they decided to renovate the basement to be like a separate rental lot that they could either rent out to family or strangers or friends or whoever to make a little bit of extra money to support their household. So I did upload this to the gallery 2 separate ways. Base game only, so it's just a residential lot, but then the for rent expansion pack as a residential rental. I thought it would be fun gameplay for anyone who has the pack. Also, obviously, this is only base game and for rent, or base game only, and for rent as a separate thing, but it's still all only base game. There is no for rent furniture. Just to clarify. But anyways, so I thought it would be kind of interesting to make it a little older looking, because I don't know, it looks more of like just a 1-story basic family home, and you can't really see the bottom except from certain angles, so I just thought that this look might be best. Also, I'm about to do some terrain painting here. And I really liked the way it turned out, and for some reason when I saved and went back in, it erased all my terrain paint. I'm not really sure why that happened, but yeah, it was weird. So I had to redo it, and it didn't really turn out the same, but I mean, I think it still worked and looked good. I do notice those staircase, like, I do notice that staircase out back. I do delete it, just to let you know. You'll see me delete it here in a minute. I wind up noticing it, and I'm like, wait, what's that doing there? And it does fix the terrain. It doesn't leave behind any, like, gross looking anything. This was a pretty fun build to do though, and it was interesting working with the terrain tools like this, because you know, you never really see this in this game. And this is actually how I accomplished the split level. I do have a split level tutorial on my channel if you want to go check it out. It's a little odd in the center of it because the way I have to connect it. Unfortunately, that's really the only way to do a realistic looking split level in The Sims, and it doesn't affect the gameplay. You can still move throughout, top and bottom, everything's fine, and it does register as the center part being inside. So it's not like you have to worry about your Sims freezing to death if they just are like wind up standing there, or like getting too hot. Which, it is a weird glitch in the game that, but it is a really weird glitch in the game that your Sims will still overheat, like even being inside. Or they'll still start freezing even when being inside, and you have to change them into outerwear or indoor wear, or like I don't know why I said outerwear. I guess because it was called outerwear in The Sims 2. You had to change them into cold wear or hot weather wear. And it's like, why is this happening? I don't know if anyone else experiences that, but that's a glitch my game gets sometimes. And like, I don't have any weird mods installed. The only thing I really use is UI cheats. So, I'm not really sure what could be causing it. But yes, here I am just furnishing the kitchen. I thought it was a pretty cute little kitchen. I think I had like a little island or peninsula. I think it'd be called a peninsula. But this was a pretty fun build, honestly. And it is only base game. I mean, so I had to skip a little bit. For some reason, it keeps messing up anytime it gets to a certain part in the video. I'm not really sure why it's doing this. My computer's been giving me such a hard time with editing this video, and I'm not really 100% sure why it's doing that. It didn't do that with my previous video, so I don't know. But I don't even remember what I was saying. But anyways, I remember I was talking about my split level tutorial. You should go check it out. It's a really interesting build to have in your game, to be honest. I like making dynamic builds. The flat level, like the game is so just flat. So I like using the terrain tools to kind of give it that little bit of something else. I don't know. I feel like it gives it a little something extra into the build. And I like to put toys to fill up the space. I didn't necessarily know what else to put here, and I had the little nook for the computer and the bookcase and the little element rack. And I already had the dining space over there. So like I didn't really know what to do to fill that space, and I figured maybe putting some toys for the children in the house might be the best way to go for that. And I just wanted to make the bedroom just like a simple primary bedroom. Nothing too crazy. And I think it turned out pretty nice. And it has like a little door for its own porch access. I thought that was a cool little thing you might see in like older homes. I mean, or really any home. Like I've seen quite a lot of homes like that. For example, my aunt's home actually was like that. They had French doors leading out onto a side porch, and I always liked that. Thought it was interesting. And I just do like a quick little nursery. It was nothing too extravagant. I put some simple art on the walls to fill in some space. I love furnishing kids' rooms, but sometimes I don't want to overdo it because I'm not necessarily sure how everyone likes the infant gameplay, and I know that nobody really likes the newborn gameplay. So as much as I love furnishing nurseries, do people actually use them? Or do they just delete the stuff in like a day when they age their children up? I do like furnishing kids' rooms as well, and I love all the posters that they give us for the children, or like the childish looking posters, anyways. I guess adults could use them too. I'm not here to judge. But it's fun to make your own personal little collages. You know, it gives something different. Can y'all believe that The Sims has been out for like, what, 9 years now? No, 10 years. Jesus, 10 years. This year in September, I believe, will mark the 10-year anniversary of The Sims 4. Oh my gosh, and we haven't gotten a new one. That's crazy. They need to add more stuff to base game. Like, if you're gonna have a game out this long, I feel like you need to put a little bit more into it, you know? Like, if you're gonna keep doing this game, like, and it has online capabilities to update everyone at the same time, that's what needs to happen, and add more stuff into the base game. Like, I know they do it here and there with the Sims delivery, and I love that, but they need to do it a little bit more. Like, I'm not trying to necessarily sound greedy, but there's not necessarily much to work with in the base game. Like, there's a decent amount more, obviously, since the release, but it's been 10 years, and I mean, look at a lot of these limited options that we're seeing. Like, not even scrolling. All base game. Like, I feel like we need a little bit more stuff. Like, we need more beds. I feel like we need more beds for the base game. Like, I don't think we have enough. You know, I think we might be good on decor. Like, there's actually a substantial amount of decor for the base game, surprisingly, and I use a lot of it even now. So, like, I think that that's fine, but, like, we need more beds. We need more doors, like front doors, and, like, back doors even. Because, you know, front doors and back doors, they look different. And I want something that looks more like a back door that I can use, that's a little bit fancier than some of these kind of ugly base game ones, like, to be fair. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we need a little bit more. So this is me re-adding the terrain paint that mysteriously vanished. But yeah, this is basically it. I'm about to upload it here in a minute, I believe. I hope you really enjoyed this build. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is on the gallery. My gallery ID is LuckiCharmed. Sorry for all the weirdness in this video. I can't, like, understand why it's been doing this to me lately. Like, all night I've been trying to get this video recorded and it's just not working. So it's very frustrating, but it seems like I'm at the near end, so hopefully I can get it finalized and uploaded to YouTube without any sort of issues. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm just doing a last bit of finishing touches before I upload it. And yeah, please download, like, comment, subscribe. And I guess I will see you guys in the next one.